My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Cultist Simulator, where immediately I will note that I have been given a little bit of a hint. One that was necessary because I wasn't exactly passing the game language directly into mechanics in this specific area. With respect to how I might shake this detective. So let's have a look at the detective. Oh god, well, thankfully I've got the favor, right? But Inspector Wakefield, a melancholy but remorseless inspector of police. Now, he is grim. Their own despair may destroy them. Now, apparently what that means is if I discuss with them some lore that is related to winter, I might be able to make them extremely sad and full of dread and get them off my tail. So we will be trying that once that investigation ceases. I've also learned, by the way, that the disciples, the followers, the acquaintances, are a limited number, right? Which makes sense. But I should also be much more careful with them than I have been. I mean, I thought I was being careful, but... Populous cell, you murderer. All right. Well, let's talk to someone with the aspect of heart about our... Hang on. There we go. S. About our cult, and then see if they can get rid of that notoriety before it starts to ball out of control. Also gotten our Tantra back. Start putting everything in the center of the screen. I see you, video game. Whoa, hang on. This one actually speaks almost directly. We have read this before, but it warns that once a change has truly begun, past the third mark, a return to the old self is dangerous and painful. Cool. Well, we're not past the third mark right now. We're on the second mark. So there's our disciple back. Tristan is of flame. I wonder if they're always of the same things, because Pope Clifton was of lantern last time I got them. Violet was of winter. Tristan was of flame. Oh, crumbs, y'all. And Isabet was of moth. Isabet's, of course, dead now, but Isabet was of moth. Okay. So as I go on, like, obviously, the background doesn't really tell you much. Enid is Nock, and Tristan is Forge, but they've got the same background, right? Violet's of winter, same. But at least it tells me a little more as to what to expect when I level them up in the future, right? So if I need a specific thing, I can level towards that. Okay, our work returns a treatise on the lantern. Really not keen on how they're organizing themselves. All right, let's get that treatise there and dimmed reason directly above where the reason stacks. Savvy? Savvy. All right. From here, we get a fleeting memory as well as a consciousness of radiance. So I'm going to get 4 commissions, right? Because all of you give me commissions right now. So I'm going to get 4 commissions completed next to one another, and then when I have that, they will each give me erudition really, really quickly, and I'll use that to advance my scholarship. I mean, I could be working in the meantime at my boring, lame job that I hate. Ugh. Difficulty at work, demotion. All right, fine. Put a passion up there so it doesn't break the stacks when it comes back. So I already know the result of the Stag Doors riddle. It's just I don't have the Ecdyasist's parable, which is it's the 6th. Yes, I thought it was the 6th. The 6th level lore for Moth. And the way that I got it last time, I believe, was by exploring locations. But the problem about exploring locations right now is exploring locations always gives you notoriety. That is, expeditions always give you notoriety, which is feeding into our extremely pressing loss condition. Oh, it's diligence you're asking for. Okay. Whee! And then we'll also devote. Sorry for the occasional pauses. I have a little bit of the illness right now, so I need to pause occasionally to clear my throat or snort or blow my nose or any of the other disgusting sounds that I have to imagine you're not gonna be particularly interested in hearing. All right. Oh, there's the Ecdysis Sparrow. Beautiful. I wonder if I last time got it from the Shaven Lock Tantra. I wonder if it's repeatable that you get it from the Shaven Lock Tantra. One thread in a labyrinth. There we are. Perfect. Ooh, Leaden Skull. Perfect. As well as our restlessness. We could be heroes. No, we don't have... We have a pawn. Cool. We can get you to get rid of that restlessness for us. Hey! And we got rid of the notoriety as well. This tentative evidence doesn't have much longer, but I don't have any moth followers to do anything for it. Oh, wait a second. No, I don't have any high aspect influence or anything like that. I was wondering whether or not I'd be able to summon like a voiceless dead using the restlessness. But also my work verb is not currently open. Damn. All right, I'll just advance the pawn with the restlessness and promote a believer by invoking Grail. I should also check what is actually accepted in the slot that takes restlessness. Like if it also accepts influence, maybe I might be able to get a disciple already. Oh, that's an erudition. I'll keep those down here just in case. Restack that passion though. Okay, now extra hours at Glover and Glover. We've gotten our senior position. Both of those reasons are dimmed. So I actually have to trade those out and get 2 new ones so that I can start working. Oh, but I just need to not give acceptance, of course. Right? If you don't attend this job regularly... It's an annoyance! Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go. It's time to remove the next person up in the line. Here we've promoted a believer. You are now a recipient disciple, which means you want to move a wee bit over. I mean, I want to explore another place, but I'm still missing Moth. Although I think I'll be missing Moth until the end of time. I think I may have just used both of my Moth followers, and I don't know, I'll get another one. I might get like a Moth hanger-on, or pawn, rather. Well, usually something can be solved by Moth or something else. You know what? I'm actually gonna... Keglin's is... When the name's hid things not fit for sunlight. Some never left. Okay. So I'll send someone of Heart and someone of Lantern. We arm ourselves against anything down there that may yet move. Now I'm feeling like I should probably bring Edge rather than Heart. Okay. Talk verb is closed, so I should be using this at pretty much all times to find a new person, right? That said, let's get our final commission before I do that, because this only takes 10 seconds. We've gotten it. The Stag door is here now. Oh, we have a lot of Forgotten Chronicles. And way through the Stag door. Now, Stag door requires reason, right? Yes. The ascent requires reason. This will only require one reason, so I can use the one from it. You need a substantial winter. I can do that. I'll actually bring all of the commissions down here, because we have space. And 1 card, so I want a 1.5 card offset. That's just to keep everything clean and neat. So wait a second, I'm also missing another commission, right? Oh no, never mind, I stacked them because I'm just daft like that. So very substantial is 6. So we don't have the ability to do that one yet. Forge substantial, we don't have the ability. Winter substantial, we could. But the thing is, we should do them all at the same time so that we're not just constantly, you know, bouncing up and down in terms of our job. Again, we should be speaking publicly of esoteric matters. That does only result in radiance and fleeting memory. Cool. That does only result in oh no, wait, I know why I had 2 here. Because I have to cycle them in and out, of course. But what was I saying? I was saying this only gives mystique, right? So as long as I'm not doing anything that makes me notorious, which I am. Oh, crumbs. Trembling heat. Okay, so that's like 6th, I think 6th aspect forge. I don't know if I want that. Ooh, a bitter atmosphere. That's unfortunate that I'm working right now because bitter atmosphere, I believe, decays into dread. 10th order influence, a gathering knot of power, and puzzled skins, nestles in the maze. It doesn't say anything about turning it to dread, but I am almost certain that this will become dread. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have the ability to work it off right now because we're working at Glover and Glover. Oh, wait, we might have time. Whoa. I sent y'all on this mission a while ago, and I totally didn't even look in on you. Thankfully, you made your way across. Well done. Okay. So now here, expedition continues. Fretful Dead. We can prevail against them with Edge, which we did send, or we may make them obey in the name of Winter. I'll send Winter, and then in the next one, I'll send Money. This Bitter Atmosphere, I will actually start to... Affliction. It's immediately pay to get that away. But with this Bitter Atmosphere, I'll chuck in the Sunset Rite and see if I can get close enough to... If I add Knock, I might be able to raise something. Possibilities here with Edge, Heart, or Forge. Summon a creature of the Forge of Days. Summon this smoky, tricksy entity. Tricksy? That sounds good. That's like Moth. That's like... I'll need a significant power of Forge as well as a little Winter and Knock. Okay, so... If we had the Forge 10th level influence, we would be able to do that, but we don't currently. And I don't think I have any other significant Forge here on the board. So, save that. You want Edge, maybe? My Edge person's out. I mean, at the moment, I'm using an assistant for this. Whereas I could be using Enid as the assistant and then throw in Heart? Someone wanted the Voiceless Dead? That'll do. I'll check actually what Edge would do, though. Summon a servant of the Sun in Rags. A deep winter's cold to name and draw the maid in the mirror. Edge to match her keen cruelty. You know what? Let's go for that one. That sounds fun. Okay, and here we've... Ooh, a new acquaintance. Lovely to make your acquaintance. I should be talking publicly right now, right? Because I know that there's something I want to talk about publicly in just a moment. Sun in Rags. Yeah, as soon as we get the Sun in Rags, in fact, I'm going to want to send the Sun in Rags off on a mission, so I don't know if I want to start talking publicly yet. And then the Dead watches closely. Probably the Dead will recognize that. Yeah, I can't send any more Winter anyway, so... Just hope that works. Or if we get rebuffed, we're not rebuffed too much. Okay, you and your evidence go over there. I don't care about it. Oh, we're going to get demoted again. Does that remove the annoyance? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so I need to upgrade myself again through working. Damn. The thing that was a woman has no expression of her own. Her movements and eyes and mouth always match mine. As if I were looking in a mirror. Her fingernails are sharp as glass. Made in the mirror, you are here for 3 minutes. You have a lot of Edge, a lot of Winter, as well as Aspect Devourer. The scent is glass, the wall are knives. Each step is blood. The dead who rest before a new cracked mirror, who pass through the Peacock Gate, who master the sharp stare, those dead enter the service of Sun in Rags. Well, thank y'all for making that possible. God, I hate that cards keep getting knocked around like this. Stop it. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get promoted again at work before I can use the... Damn. Like, I could send the Maid of the Mirror directly after Wakefield. Because you're mortal. But I'm worried that just killing you straight up isn't really going to help me. I do like the idea of driving you mad instead. I mean, I could just talk to you about the winter right now. You know what? Let's do it. Arrange a meeting with an adversary. Subject, hint at ragged law. Let's speak of ending. Let's speak of the declining sun. Operation of the declining sun is the law in which I am using. Let's speak of things that aren't quite dead and won't quite die. This might terrify the hunter, but will always increase your own dread. That's fine. As long as it doesn't increase my own notoriety, because our dread counter is about to disappear. Really? Am I going to lose the hunter? I can't lose the hunter, right? You're already locked into this card. So, is this going to summon another adversary? Oh, you son of a... Wait, what? The horrors beneath the world's skin. Your account is too much for the hunter. Their eyes bulge, their jaw tightens. In the days to come, they will sink inexorably into despair. A poor lunatic. Some overwhelming experience has robbed this individual of their senses. They will disappear soon, never to be seen of again. They are also a prisoner of mine, so I wonder if they disappear, and if I don't deal with it, if they are going to be a problem. Like, maybe I need to use them in an offering right now if I can do that. Okay. So I can actually just get... As much as I want to use them in an offering, I need to upgrade my position here at Glover and Glover. Because I will be able to send the Maid in the Mirror to go and do my grim deeds. Okay. Here's our treasures. We got a cracked Noonstone as well as a meteoric bullet. That one's actually interesting to me. As well as notoriety, unfortunately. Also got aesthetic venom. From time to time, the Mother of Ants is also being called the Daughter of Venoms. The substance opens the body in uncountable places. Whoa, hang on. It's also got a new thing. Aspect, lethal poison. Under no circumstances should you put this in anyone you want to keep. Alright. So I think we could use that to try and kill the weary detective, but at the same rate, this weary detective is like the most garbage detective of all time. So I think I'll actually just try and leave you on the board because you're garbo trash that doesn't do anything. Meteoric bullet, you are edge related. Tainite iron bullets are occasionally dug up from skeletons of unusual beasts across Europe, the Middle East, and India. Someone has been hunting monsters. And a cracked Noonstone, well, I can fix that right now, but I don't want to tie up my talk verb yet. I mean, that's going to be going for 55 more seconds, and you're around for 91 more seconds. But we need to give you resources, so I don't know if the cracked Noonstone thing is going to be quick enough. So I won't deal with that yet. Poor lunatic, can I talk to them? Can I induct them in my cult? I cannot. Can I make them a prisoner? I mean, they already are, but yes, okay. I can't use them for that either. Alright, it seems like there's nothing else I could really be doing right now. So let's speak publicly of some esoteric matters. Kind of want to explore again with health. I'm a little tempted to rest early as well. See if I can pick up some contentment to knock out this dread. We found Strange Streets by Moonlight. Probably not super interested in that, to be honest. I'll leave that there because it's just going to expire. Now, we can advance our dedication with the work verb, and we will do so after we've... Oh, it disappeared without giving us dread notoriety. Excellent. Okay, extra R's at Glover and Glover. That's now a senior position. So now I'll work with this. I will put in my no, and my par is sufficient surging of the Grail. The sign key. The right is the key that will allow the red Grail to enter me. I will be changed forever. Seems good. Oh, crumbs. Yeah, the Maid in the Mirrors. I talked publicly about esoteric matters, and I forgot that it is going to be long enough that the Maid in the Mirrors is going to disappear. And I won't be able to talk to her about the senior position. And because I won't be able to do that, the senior position is also going to revert. And I'm going to get demoted again. Damn it. Ugh. This is what happens when I try and listen and do good things. I get pooped on. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right. Nothing else for it at the moment, so fine. Let's explore those strange streets, whatever. That dread's almost gone. The sign key. The rite is complete. The marks of the Grail are upon me. The first mark is what I have said. The second is what I have done. If I inspect the body, I'll find the third. I thrill with new appetites. I picked up ascension satisfaction, sensation rather, sorry. And also my delightful sacraments come back. Beautiful. Ascension sensation. The red Grail has warned me its thirsts have begun to dry my mouth and itch my hands. I know this to be the third mark. So now how do I ascend past this point? Right, I know that I've seen some of these that ask for an ascension. That's asking for a 6th level mark. I don't have a 6th level mark. Right at the map's edge is asking for a 6th level again. This is asking for, again, a 6th level. And, well, crumbs. So it's none of the rights. I'm worried that I'm going to need higher level laws to give me more information about what I really want to do here. That said, which of you does something with a meteoric bullet? For one's first visit to the Mansus, this lore is almost essential. I mean, would be good if I'd read that before. Yeah. Alright, where's the walk? No. No again. Dice. No. Is it consent of wounds? None of them. None of them appear to need the meteoric bullet, but I know that I've seen a lore that says if you use this with a meteoric bullet, you summon X, Y, and or Z. I can't remember exactly what it is, but still. So I know that if I am going to use a right to get a minion and then use that minion to do the work demotion for me, I need to get the minion first, and then I need to re-promote myself through the ranks, right? So as a result of that, I am going to... Hang on. So that's where it is. And actually, it should be there and then across. Cool. I'm going to go back to the Stag door, and I'm going to try and find influence so that I can do my grim duty. Contentment. Excellent. Actually, my dream is tied up at the moment anyway, so... Crumbs. It's not even going to help me. Alright. Alright. I hate that it keeps showing me that I can explore with fleeting memory, despite the fact that I can't. I cannot. Alright, is there anything else I desperately need to be doing right now? I feel like no. I feel like a strong no on that one. I could use Dread as a trapping and ascend one of the followers. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to be doing that. Dorothy, I think, became Moth, actually. Right? Enthusiastic sort with eclectic reading habit. She's fascinated by the hints and shapes of the world beneath us. No, you're probably Edge. And Tinker and Mechanic with an uncanny knack. You know what? I can't even... You're probably Forge. I don't know what you are. Oh, you might be Knock. Whatever. I mean, there's no reason not to get it done. Oh, right. Of course, I don't put Knocklaw in. Duh. Our funds are holding steady for the moment. Ooh. Place behind Desire. Excellent. Also gotten Dorothy, who is Heart. Okay, that's our third named Heart. Interesting. That's also going to be a problem. Because the current formatting of this does not allow for 3 Heart people. Alright, hopefully one of them dies. Kidding. Only just. And... you know what? Let's try and get rid of that notoriety by discussing occult business with a follower. See if we can get that one done. Alright, we're back in the Mansis. Subtle Rupture. That's a lot of Knock. Does Knock... Knock summons minions, though, right? Like, Knock should be usable to summon a minion for me. Gathering Knot Power can be used in some rites to summon minions. Yeah? I'll take the safe option here. The safer one. Get a glimmering from that. Great, just a glimmering I'll never use. Excellent. All right, let's go for Sunset Rite because it doesn't require too much of me. As soon as I put that in, it was like, nope. That's not going to get you anything, bud. Dude, guy, friend, pal, summon something. If I add Forge, I might contact a Seductive Savage Power. Yeah, that's not going to work because I've got such low-level Forge. So what if I drop out Rhaenyra, drop in you? If I had Lantern, I might contact an Incandescent Power. Yeah, I'm just... like, I'm super low on both my Lantern and Forge lore. So it's difficult. Summon something. If I add Grail, I might contact something shapeless. Summon a creature of the Red Grail, and I need a more significant intensity of that. While I do have these instruments, those instruments aren't higher intensity than Rhaenyra. So I can't see that particularly working. Yeah, I think I may have screwed up by taking this Subtle Rupture. So you're going to ask for an assistant, invocation. Yes, but your offering is of an ingredient. So if I can't use the Subtle Rupture, there's no reason to do it, right? Can use the Subtle Rupture here, but I'm going to need to use an instrument as well. Okay, so if the... let's just put our highest level invocations in. If I add Forge or Moth. Okay, I can use that as my... Grail for the Raw Prophet source and a Little Moth for its Chaos Addiction. Summon one of the more bewildering creatures of the Red Grail. I'm a little interested in that, but we'll see our other option. It was if I add Forge, so Bitter Black... I can't do that either. So, yep. Alright. Hang on. Let's have a look at what this is doing. Okay, it's looking for our obsession. Red Need, the thirst for blood. If only it was so simple, I will drain them far more deeply. The recently dead or the living. So in here, I would throw a poor lunatic or a human corpse or a prisoner. I have to imagine this is how we are going to ascend again, so intriguing. Get rid of that notoriety. No, it's going to get rid of the mystique first. Excellent. Whoa, hang on. It took glimmering. Pain. No, show me the pain slot. Oh, never mind. It did. Okay, my need gnaws at me. And the pain slot, it just says that. Without the life of others, my own life will feed on itself. Oh, so it will just take a passion from me. Ooh, I don't like that. We get our ascension back. My fluids thin. My flesh desiccates. My changes uncoil. My passions becoming dim. I am becoming less than I want. That said, It doesn't seem to be changing mechanically. Whoa, it enters the world one limited time. Questing like a serpent, cawing like a crow, throbbing like a vein, it will cuddle close against my leg if I let it, and afterwards I will have to dispose of my shoes. Weave the raw prophet. Sometimes it divides, sometimes it unites. Sometimes she speaks words of warning, sometimes he advises on the appetite. Its prophecies are confusions, their whispers confound. You've also 8 in Deceiver. Excellent. Okay, well, time to get re-promoted at work. Plead to keep my job and then get promoted again. And it got rid of the mystique, but it did not get rid of notoriety. Yeah. And I need to keep my talk verb open right now. Damn. Okay, of contentment there, as well as a restlessness. Unfortunately, the contentment is slightly younger than the restlessness. Well, you know what? In the time that it's going to take me to ascend, at the very least, I can get Dorothy that. Because I still need to get my job back. Right? By the way, there was someone who was asking if I can move my verbs closer together. I could move them very slightly closer together, but then I won't have the ability to give 2 rows of cards to each verb. So while I know that this looks a little uneven because the talk verb is half of the mat, and you know, that is something that does concern me, the spacing kind of needs to be preserved so that I have the ability to put 2 rows next to things. It's just for the broader layout. It's the sacrifice that has to be made, effectively. All right. I'm gonna go... crumbs. I'm gonna go back the way through the stag door. See if I can summon another minion, maybe. It always feels like when my study verb is not in action that I'm wasting time. I'm aware that's not the case, but it always feels like that's the case. Okay. Now with our job back, let's get the raw prophet. Not everything from the Manses can speak, but everything can understand mortal speech. It's even passed through the white door. Okay, and then I'll speak to you on the subject of that. Everyone has a weakness for a particular pleasure. I will send a minion who understands the many natures of pleasure. This will very likely succeed. I suppose, theoretically, I could rise higher if someone died. Did it always say that? And I missed that the entire time? That's some forge. Hang on. That's 2 erudition with a relatively long timer on each. So I'm actually going to start reading whatever is at hand. And then as soon as this is finished, I'll pop in my lantern. I'll get my scholarship. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm going to go into this. All right. Might not have enough time. So you've taken a passion now. What are you going to do? Are you going to give it back? Offering temptations to an annoyance. I await word. We might not have the time to do this. Okay, we've gotten back... Oh, it just exhausts the passion. That's fine. All right, we've gotten back reason and erudition. Okay, and now we get our raw prophet, rather. Our minion is returned. They found a particular temptation to which our annoyance succumbed readily at the small cost of the utter destruction of their reputation. Good lord. It was Poppy Lascelle who was asking for this, I believe. It was not. It was Count Jannings who was asking for this, I believe. It was not. It was Madame Bichet who was asking for this, actually. Never mind, it was, of course, Dr. Ibn Aladim. Naturally, I knew the entire time. I was just testing the other ones to see whether or not they would try and snake her research. Okay, ambition. The youngest Glover board seat remains unoccupied. So now we're going to get ambitious about that. And we get everything that I expected we would have gotten from that, including an erudition. So now, skill, scholarship, chuck in all these. Erudition. Perfect. Exercise the mind and get wiser. I should also probably send this raw profit out on a mission, right? While I have them. Just because they seem pretty powerful. Okay. Sure. I should probably send more forge to that location also. This weary detective's not going to be able to do anything about us, I don't feel. Okay. You are asking for funds, and your obstacle is... Mother of Ants was born amongst serpents. She has so very many younger sisters. It can be defeated in battle, or it will respond to the mother's power. The mother's power is knock, I believe, right? Because the mother is always associated with purple. Like, Rite of the Mother's Mercy, especially as well. So I think... No, it's not saying. I'll wait until the next screen where it'll tell me a little bit more. About the upcoming challenges. Okay, so without edge or knock, we can't prevail against it. Cool. Well, I have an equal amount of edge and knock, so... A notable scholarship, and we've got an extra reason. The notable scholarship is, I've learnt enough to know how little I know. Excellent. It's the Dunning-Kruger. I close my eyes, figures march behind my eyelids. When I open them, the light hurts. Good lord. Do I have to keep going in and passionately begging for the job? Yeah, it looks like it. All right. Oh, we're about to have a good day. Excellent. I want to go start speaking publicly of esoteric matters right now, but I don't know if I'm just about to immediately send my raw profit out to do something. Oh, no, wait, but they're on the quest at the moment. Yeah, let's talk publicly about some esoteric matters. Excellent. Now, treasure lies before me. Oh, excellent. We've already got the treasure. And nothing doing here. Let's put 2 passion over here. Just so that it stops messing up the piles. And then I'll have always 2 reason and 2 passion. 1 for ambition, 1 for devotion. And we just cycle between them. I'm also going to work out so that I can work off the loss for affliction that we're going to have. I'll also leave the dream verb open so that I can address it as quickly as possible before I forget about it and let it become decrepitude. I think we're getting places. Okay. Ooh, consecrated lintel. This is the skull of a door through which power has been passed. We also get the account of Kanishk at the spider's door. Lok Kalui, Kanishk's victim and lover, wrote this account perhaps posthumously. It's an Aramic, and we also have another Aramic, which is on Mateus and Amethyst Imiago. Loss. Is this loss? The diagrams and illustrations, even across the centuries, are elegant, hypnotic, occasionally erotic. All right, let's start to translate those. After our study verb is open again. While the raw prophet is here, I kind of just want to send him out on another mission. Let's go. Right? Yep. Seems good to me. And affliction, and in just a second we're going to get the vitality to work it off. We've got notoriety on the board right now, unfortunately, and the season of suspicion has come around. Work at Glover and Glover, and nope, still just the 3 that we had before. Miss Mystique. Okay, so fought, seduced, or deceived. So I already have 8 Grail in there. I have 8 Moth. That will help me deceive, right? And then I have Treacherous Ground, Forge, or Lantern. I've already sent 5. No, I haven't sent any Lantern. Okay. I'm going to send Pope Clifton, and then in the next phase, I'll send Kat Karo to guarantee that I get over it. Saliba, an acquaintance. The first time I've seen Saliba. Welcome to the party, Saliba. It's good fun. Glad to have you. Is there anything else I need to be doing desperately right now? I mean, I can get my extra thing from Ibn al-Adim. I can also start translating a book. Everything's in action at the moment, so there's nothing really else I can do other than end the episode. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Cultist Simulator. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.